Alright, so this is the Hazbin Hotel pilot from the Vivziepop YouTube channel. We're gonna see a kind of like flashback story exposition little scene here, and it's gonna be kind of in the style of paper cutouts, mostly in black, white, and gray colors, if I remember correctly, with maybe some like little bits of yellow or something like that. But normally not like a whole lot of color in this, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Spindle Horse presents. Curtains open, and you see the paper cutout city and a paper cutout of a person falling from the sky.
At the end of the rainbow.
Lines of, like, thick lines of color, basically in the form of a rainbow, shoot from the bottom of the screen to the top, and then basically cut in half and curl over on each side as it strikes a cloud.
Oh, there's happiness into.
You'll see a bunch of silhouettes of demons that have fallen to hell. Like, I know one of them's Angel. You'll meet him a bit. One is Zestiel. You'll meet him much, much later. But I don't recognize any of these other silhouettes. But I believe that's just them, like, literally falling to hell.
Find it how.
You see, what is basically a Disney princess. Like, it's literally a maiden in a big frilly dress. And she's silhouetted in complete black, so you can't actually see any details about her. But she's clearly in a, big princess dress. And to her left, you see what is going to be the native demon population of hell, the imps. And imps are basically like your typical demon looking thing. Like, they're basically red. They've got the pointy tails. They've got horns. And so you see an imp. But then next to the imp, and I don't know if this is canon or not because we haven't seen this guy yet. I think that's going to be the actual Satan. Because if I remember correctly, Satan is actually different from Lucifer. And so Satan, even though, again, we're just seeing a black silhouette, so I don't see any details about him whatsoever other than, like, his silhouette. But I believe he's, like, kind of furry with really long, pointy horns and kind of like a little pointy beard. But again, I don't know that for sure.
Often I've tried.
And the maiden is crying, and then she flips to her right, where it's a silhouette of what I assume to be Lucifer, because I can tell from, like, the hat, like, the brim of the hat, looks a lot like Lucifer's hat that you'll see much, much later in the show.
But my life.
And then the shadow of what I assume to be Satan kind of goes from the left of the screen to the right of the screen, and kind of, like, is behind Lucifer.
Life is a race, just.
And it's really quick, but Satan points to the left side of the screen just a split second before Lucifer himself does. So they seem to be acting kind of in tandem, or maybe Satan is kind of influencing Lucifer. Again, that I don't know, that's just kind of speculation.
A wild goose chase, and my dreams have all been.
The maiden looks to the left of the screen where Lucifer was pointing, and you see basically hell as a circle with a white pentagram in the middle of it, and there are angels with spears who are white, and they're circling around hell.
And why have I always been a failure?
You see the maiden standing there looking very sad in her black silhouette, and a silhouette of Lucifer stands behind her, kind of ominously. He's got red glowing eyes. He's got a little white apple on the brim of his hat. But yeah, he's kind of an imposing figure.
What can the reason be? I wonder.
The screen turns black as it transitions, and you see the globe, like the actual Earth, and there's all kinds of eyes that appear around it, like white slitted eyes. Probably very demonic.
If the world's to blame, I wonder.
and you see exorcists. So the exorcists are angels who go down and slaughter the denizens of hell. So these are very scary angels. They are covered in demon, well, they're not demon, they're covered in sinner blood, which is the denizens of hell, the people who fell to hell. They're covered in their blood, and they have very demonic features. Like they have horns, even though they have a halo, and the halo's white, and the blood is red. And they also have wings like you'd expect from angels. Yeah, they're all basically like black and white and then just covered in blood red from their victims. And the facial features, because they are wearing a mask, is you've got the left eye being just kind of like a big circle, the right eye is an X, and then with just a big menacing toothy grin on their face.
If it could be me, I'm always chasing rain.
We see the city of hell. You see a post that says "fuck you, heaven." See some paper flapping in the wind. You see what would be kind of like, I guess, the moon or the sun, and it's a big red pentagram. And in the sky, like directly above the city, is a huge giant pentagram. It's probably a summoning circle if it's matching up with like Hell of a Boss. And the sky is very, very red. Like there's a lot of red in what I believe is the Pride Ring, and that's a whole other thing if you get into Hell of a Boss. But yeah, it's a lot of red.
Rainbows, watching clouds drifting by.
There's a light rotating around, just kind of highlighting bits of the city. There's a sign that says punishment, another sign that says your days are numbered. There's a demon that's kind of just slain on the floor with the spear sticking out of its mouth.
My schemes are just like all my dreams, ending.
You see Charlie walk on the balcony of a building, and she looks very sad as she's crying as she's hunched over the balcony. And you see a sign that says "Welcome to Hell" with a giant pentagram clock in the background.
In the sky.
She points her finger upwards, and fireworks shoot into the sky, and there's purple and orange and things like that.
Some fellows look and find the
This seems to be their sign that the extermination is over, because the denizens of hell are coming out of their homes and their shelter.
sunshine. I always look and find.
So Carmilla, because I know, because I've seen obviously this, but Carmilla walks over to a giant window, and she has like the longest fucking fingers ever. I mean, her fingers and arms are so long. They basically look like wings. I mean, except like wings without the actual folds and stuff, but they basically just she could flap out of that building if she flapped her arms hard enough. But yeah, that's Carmilla. She's looking at the city, obviously having survived the purge. So Carmilla, now that we get a facial view of her, and now we're all in color and stuff. So Carmilla has gray skin, long white hair, red eyes, and behind her, to her right, is Zestiel. And Zestiel is kind of like it's almost like if Jack the Ripper was a vampire, I guess, or something like that, and super goth. He's basically just all black. He's got, I think, a giant spider is kind of like a tie, and he's got 4 eyes, and then his accentuating colors are basically like bright yellow, essentially, and then with like a little bit of like hot yellow, not bright yellow, but hot yellow, and then like hot pink. He's got a big wide brimmed hat with a skull and a feather in it, and he's drinking from just a wine glass, I guess. And then in behind him in the shadows where we can't actually see them, there is a giant, I think she's like a dinosaur lady. She is massive. And then there's actually Alistair behind her sitting in a chair. So apparently he had a meeting with them. And then we are seeing a building called Porn Studios, and the logo, I guess you could see for the for the Porn Studios place, is basically a woman's mouth that is open, and to the left of the building is just, a lady, a red lady, probably a demon, kind of scantily clad, looking very suggestive. And we see Vox, and I'll describe what they look like later. They're nothing characters in this episode, but you see Vox, you see, I think her name's Velvet, if I remember correctly, and you see Valentino just kind of sitting and chilling. Velvet's gonna take a picture of herself because she's all about that phone.
Fellows make a winning sometime.
And on her phone, she's got some text messages, or no, that's Angel's. So we see someone on their phone, which is gonna be Angel, and you see text messages that says, "Did you get my money, Angie boy?" And it says, "I'm with John now. I don't get why this needed to happen so soon after the extermination though, boss." And reply says, "Just do it, no sass, K sugar?" And he says, "Yes, Val."
I never
You see cannibals descend on some corpses left behind.
even make a game.
And you see a woman cross out a sign, or cross out a name on a sign above a store that says Franklin and Rosie Emporium. But now she put a big black X over Franklin, because apparently Franklin got killed during the extermination. And she's in kind of like old-timey clothing, so I think like 1920s-ish era kind of clothing.
Leave me.
See someone picking up a
Always
demon face and
chasing
putting it
rainbows.
Just the demon's kind of walking around.
Waiting to find a
And you see Charlie crying as she's on her balcony still.
little bluebird.
The big pentagram clock tower now says, "Next cleanse, 365 days." Welcome to the Hazbin Hotel. We see the Hazbin Hotel, sorry, not the Hazbin Hotel, the clock that said 365 days, and a blue demon fell from the sky, and the demon's got 4 arms.
Huh? Oh, I'm alive! I'm alive!
I got got hit by a car.
Thanks for the fun time, hot stuff.
So we see Angel, because I know this is Angel. He steps out of a car. Angel is pretty tall, I would say, and very thin. He's like white, like Snow White. And he has long hair on his head. He has 3 circles of pink underneath each eye. They're kind of like small. They're almost like freckles, but like if they were really big freckles. And they're under each eye. And his eyes are pink, like his irises are pink. And he's got 1 golden tooth. His teeth are all pointy, but he's got 1 golden tooth. He's wearing a suit that is white and pink stripes. He's got 4 arms, and he's wearing pink gloves on his hands. And he's got some kind of like bow tie thing going on.
Yeah, listen. Keep this discreet, you hear me?
Oh yeah, most important feature about Angel Dust is he's also got chest fuzz. So apparently he's got this like big tuft of hair on his chest, and people act like that's boobs, but no, it's just tuft of hair. But people really like his tuft of hair on his chest. So there's that.
I can't let it get out I'm offering my services to randos on the street. It was a quick cash grab. Got it?
Whatever you say, slut.
The demon he's talking to in the car It's just kind of like a generic gray demon. I think he's kind of feathery, almost owl-like, and he's wearing like a little gray hat.
Ouch! Ooh, such an insult. Let me know when you come up with something creative to call
He also, the demon in the car, also has like one normal eye and then one just pure black eye with a red heart in it for some reason.
me, you sack of poorly packaged horse shit. Tell the missus I said hi. Schnuckum.
Angel looks over at the store, and next to the store is a vending machine that says drugs. There's also an upside down cross for some reason. And the vending machine has a whole bunch of different drugs. Let's see, what does this say? Crunchy crocodile? I think is what that says. But he selected angel dust as his drug of choice, which basically looks like cocaine.
Yoink!
Hey!
Up yours, drag show!
Giant boulder falls on the guy that just stole his angel drugs.
Oh my god! My drugs! Damn it!
So there's a giant death machine in the sky now. And so it's just shooting lasers, there's fire coming out of it. And yeah, just causing all kinds of mayhem. Blowing shit up. So this guy is Sir Pentious. And he is a big snake, like an actual snake man. So he's got 2 arms, he's got big eyes, like kind of snaky eyes, I guess. He's a cobra snake specifically. And so he's mostly black, but kind of like his underbelly is yellow. And since he's got a cobra, he's got that hood that cobras have. And his hood is yellow with kind of like red eyes, or kind of like pinkish red eyes. And his hat is kind of like a top hat, but his hat has a giant eyeball on it and a mouth. You will never see this hat ever speak, but the hat will always emulate Sir Pentious's like movements. So like if Sir Pentious is kind of looking shifty or angry or whatever, then the hat is mimicking his eyes exactly. So if he's looking scared or whatever, then the hat is also going to look scared. And also inside his giant death machine are a bunch of eggs. Like eggs with legs and arms. So they have like little egg suits on. So this is like a brown striped suit, and they just wear like little black top hats. And they do his evil bidding, these little egg guys. But they are tiny. They're only like a foot or so tall.
Those are the cowardly
Oh yeah, also Sir Pentious is also wearing a black suit with yellow stripes.
sinners dare not hinder my territorial takeover. A wise decision. The power of my machines are unmatched. No other demon can compare to the likes of I.
Gee, that was pretty swell, boss. Yeah, you really showed them what for. I liked when you shot them with your ray gun. I wish
He slaps one of his eggs. Because these guys are not smart.
he'd shoot me with his ray gun.
At this rate, I will seize control of the entire west side of the pentagram by day's end. And
He touches knobs and shit on his console. It seems to be mostly touchscreen. And it's got a giant pentagram, probably a map of the city.
nothing, not a single beast in this inferno of suffering will be able to take back this empire from my constrictive grasp.
He uses his snake tail to squeeze one of his egg guys until some, like, yolk comes out of his face.
Hell will be mine, and everybody will know the name of Sir Lord! Pardon? Who said that? What did you just say to me, you fried chicken fetuses? Speak up!
That wasn't us, Mr. Boss Man.
Oh yeah, also with the egg guys, their arms and legs are just really, really thin and black, and then what would be their face, I guess, looks like it has a hole, and it's just completely black underneath. You can't actually see what's underneath that, and they just have just big yellow eyes, like no irises, no pupils, nothing, just circles of yellow. And that's the egg boys. Oh, and they also have ties, and they wear a little yellow shirt with their suit. A bomb gets thrown into the contraption that broke the window, or at least, put a little hole in the window. The bomb is about the size of a baseball, and it's red with a black skull on it and has a fuse.
You looking for a fight, old man?
So this is Cherry Bomb, and Cherry Bomb is, she's got a tank top, like a red tank top, and she's a cyclops. So she has one giant eyeball on her face, and the eye is red with a yellow X. So she doesn't have pupils or irises or anything like that. It's just straight up red eye with a yellow X in the middle. She also has very long, kind of reddish hair that also kind of bleeds into some yellow, like pink and yellow basically hair, but it's very long. It goes past her waist. And she is just kind of tossing one of her bombs in her hand, just for fun.
Why don't you get that Tinker Toy bullshit off my turf before I smash it? More.
Oh, you want to go, Missy? Well, I'm happy to oblige.
The egg boys arm themselves with like wrenches and shit. Alright, so this part. So this is 666 News. And during this broadcast, there's text at the bottom of the screen. So in like right here, I'm going to put that part because I had to mute the video, slow it down so I could actually read the text, and then record that. So that's going to go here, and now I'm just going to go continue on after that. 666 News. Let's see. Flirt skill turf wars underway in Pentagram City between Sir Pentress and Cherry Bomb. The surrounding areas are covered in debris, so please avoid downtown on your commute today. Traffic is hella backed up. Get it? Hell, but with an A at the end? That's a word young people seem to enjoy using. I don't really like it though. I wrote it because it seemed like the natural kind of pun to make for this situation. But now that I see it in text, I feel like it was a mistake. A mistake I can't take back. Like cheating on my wife. I'm so sorry, Martha. I shouldn't have done it. But you did gain a lot of weight after the baby, and I really needed some space. You know what? No, that was a good call. I banged the cleaning lady, and that was a pretty nice time. Even though she laughed at me when I told her I couldn't get off unless she licked my foot first. I don't see how that's a weird request. Maybe if I'd just gotten a hooker, she would have been more agreeable. The point is my wife was a fucking bitch. One time we went to the zoo, and I got really mad because I thought the orangutan was making fun of me. He kept doing that stupid duck lip face. You know, the one where their lips got all puckered. Then it started screaming, and that really pissed me off. My wife told me it was just a monkey and to calm down. And then it goes off air.
Good afternoon. I'm Katie Killjoy.
And I'm Tom Trench.
So Katie Killjoy does not look demonic in the slightest, and I'm not really sure what that says about her character, but she just looks like your typical human, completely human, no horns, no nothing. She's got short blonde hair in a red dress, and Tom, he's just kind of wearing like a gray suit. He has kind of like short, neatly combed hair, and for some reason he's wearing a gas mask, like the full-on, it covers your whole head gas mask. Not sure why, but that's what he's wearing.
Chaos out of Pentagram City today as a turf war is raging on the west side between notable kingpin Serpentius and self-proclaimed spunky powerhouse Cherry Bomb.
That's right, Tom. After the recent extermination, many areas are now up for grabs. Demons all over hell are already duking it out to gain new territory.
Those two seem to really be going.
So Cherry Bomb threw a bomb at Serpentius, which Serpentius basically threw it back. But Cherry Bomb took one of his egg guys, split him in half, and then put the egg guy over the bomb, like trapped him inside the bomb, inside the egg guy's body.
Going at it, huh?
Looks
And
like
then,
they're
I guess, threw the now armed egg bomb at Serpentius, which then blew up.
fighting tooth and nail for that hotspot.
And I'd sure like
I think she just ate a tooth. Like, she just tossed a tooth right in her mouth and chomped on it.
to nail her hot spot. Ooh.
You are a lip-dick jackass, Tom. Or should I say, no dick.
So she took her coffee, like I'm guessing searing hot coffee, and just poured it right on his lap.
Coming up next, we have an exclusive interview with the daughter of Hell's own head honcho, who's here to discuss her brand new passion project. All that and more after the break. Suck it up, you little bitch.
Okay, you remember what to say?
Baggy's just straightening up her tie. Charlie is wearing kind of a pinkish suit. She has white skin, like white, snow white skin. And she kind of looks like a clown, I guess, in a way. Because she's got giant pink circles on her cheeks. And she's also wearing what looks like black lipstick. She has very long blonde hair that's tied at the bottom of her hair. So it's not everywhere. But instead of like you would normally tie a ponytail at the top, her is actually tied at the very bottom.
Yes, let's do this. Just look at me
And so Vaggie, who's the girl that's speaking to her, Vaggie has gray skin. Like, her colors are very muted. She's basically just like just shades of gray. So she's got gray skin, very long white hair, with a giant pink bow in her hair in the back, with long gray gloves, and the gloves basically like go up her arm, essentially, like almost all the way to her shoulders. Like, that's how long it goes. And she's wearing a white dress, and for whatever reason, the white dress has an X over each breast. So, like, a black X over her boobs. I'm not really sure what that stands for, but that's a thing. And Vaggie also will have a red X over her left eye. Like, instead of having an eye, she has a big red X where her eye should be.
and I'll mouth it to you.
Come on, Vaggie. I know what to say. I just feel like we need to, I don't know, make things sound more exciting.
Oh, what if I sing a song about it?
You knew I was gonna say that.
Because I know you, but please don't sing. This is serious.
Well, you know, I'm better at expressing myself and my goals through song.
So Charlie is standing on a table that's got donuts and other snacks, and Razzle and Dazzle. So Razzle and Dazzle are little demonic goats, essentially, but they were modeled after plushies, from what I was told. So they're like very small and very cute, and they're both eating donuts. They've got they're like red, and you know, they're little goat things, and they've got wings. They've got long black horns, but they're very cute, and they're eating donuts.
But life isn't a musical, hun.
Fine, but I have these other ideas of what to say.
The highlighted bits are the best parts.
She hands Vaggie a piece of paper.
It's all highlighted. Is this a drawing?
Yes, that's the happy ending, see? Everyone's smiling and happy in heaven.
I don't think it's that simple. Just please follow the talking points we went over. And do not sing.
She grabs Charlie by the shoulders and puts her face directly on her face, be like, do not do it. I swear to God.
Okay, fine. I'll just have to resort to my impeccable improv skills.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Charlie.
She holds out her hand in greeting.
Katie Killjoy.
Katie breaks the cigarette in her hand that she's smoking.
I'd say it's a pleasure to meet you, but that would be
And flicks the cigarette away.
a lie. You can put that away. I don't touch the gays. I have standards.
Yeah? How's that working out for you?
Look, my time is money, so I'll keep this short. You're not here because we...
Even though she doesn't touch the gays, she's now tapping Charlie right on her breast. Just tapping her right on her chest.
wanted you here. You're here because Jeffrey couldn't make it for his cannibal cooking segment. You might be some royal big shot, but that doesn't mean shit.
I'm just noticing in the background behind Katie Killjoy, there's signs that says murder, sex, and weather. I just noticed that.
To me, I'm too rich and too influential
Tom's just shaking his head like, just don't even fucking pay attention. She's like this all the time.
to give a flying fuck about what some tuck-swearing demon princess wants
She makes air quotes around princess.
to advertise.
But
So don't get cute with me, honey, or I will fucking bury you.
And we're live.
Welcome back.
She jumps back into her seat. Whenever she makes like weird cracking noises, that's literally her neck going 90 degrees. Her neck just bends in every which way.
So, Charlotte,
it's Charlie.
whatever. Tell us about this new passion project you've been insistently pestering our news station about.
Well,
She's clicking a pen in her hand. The Katie is.
as most of you know, I was born here in hell, and growing up, I always tried to see the good in everything around me.
Katie saw a slug crawling across the table, so she took the pen she was just fucking with and just stabbed it into the slug.
Hell is my home,
And the blood from the slug gets splashed on Charlie's face, which she just kind of casually wipes off.
you are my people. We just went through another extermination.
Vaggie's giving her supportive thumbs up in the background.
We lost so many souls, and it breaks
Katie Killjoy's gonna fall asleep and start drooling.
my heart to see my people being slaughtered every year. No one is even given a chance.
It
I
startles her
can't
awake.
stand idly by while the place I live is subjected to such violence. So, I've been thinking, isn't there a more humane way to hinder overpopulation here in hell? Perhaps we can create an alternative way to change souls through redemption? Well, I think yes. So that's what this project aims to achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm opening the first of its kind, a hotel that rehabilitates sinners.
Everyone in the room just stares at her like she's fucking stupid. And now we are outside, and you see a sign that says Radio Hack. And it's a store that has a whole bunch of televisions and blood and guts everywhere.
You know, 'cause hotels are for people passing through temporarily.
Saw people at playing pool, like pool table, and now I guess they're in some kind of club or something, and they're watching this broadcast, and everyone's gonna laugh at her.
Is this girl for real? She thinks it. You hear what she thinks? Oh, she's nuts.
I figure it would serve a purpose. A place to work towards redemption. Yay!
So, watching some of these broadcasts, you see a guy in a red suit just kind of walk up. And this is Alistair. So, Alistair is very scary to a lot of people. So, when they notice that Alistair's standing behind them, they get the fuck out.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah, Vaggie didn't like that, and she knocked the guy the fuck out.
Look, every single one of you has something good deep down inside. I know you do. Maybe I'm not getting through to you.
So Razzle and Dazzle, the little goat demon things, still eating donuts, but when they heard that, they're like, "Ah, song's coming on, I can feel it." So they paid attention.
Oh no.
Razzle and Dazzle get on the piano. Alistair kind of just tilts his head curiously, and his shadow will kind of like come from him. It's an unnatural shadow. It's a shadow that like moves and shit on its own, but it's kind of him, but it's a much scarier version of him. Like it has longer horns and like extenuated pointy teeth and shit.
I have a dream. I'm here to tell about a wonderful, fantastic new hotel. Yes, it's one of a kind, right here in hell, catering to a specific clientele.
That's Razzle and Dazzle singing.
Inside of every demon is a rainbow. Inside every sinner is a shiny smile. Inside of every creepy hatchet wielding maniac.
They're trying to kill her. She dances and sings around the studio.
It's a jolly, happy, cupcake-loving child.
I think that's Freddy Krueger. No, not Freddy Krueger. That's Jason, because he's got, like, the hockey mask. But he basically just looks like Jason, except he's fucking huge. Like, if Jason was from, like, Bane from Batman.
We can turn around. They'll be heaven bound with just a little time down at the Happy Hotel. So all you junkies, freaks, and weirdos, creepers, fuck-ups, crushing zeros, and empowered superheroes, rock is here. All of you cretins, slugs, and losers, sexual deviants, and boozers, and prescription drug abusers, need that fear forever again.
So they went to a hotel. I mean, this song goes a mile a minute, so it's gonna be really hard to try and explain what the fuck is going on in this song. But I mean, they're pretty much on point with whatever they're saying. That's actually what's going on screen. But they're in basically like a hotel room, and there's just this random demon guy that got thrown into a wheelchair, and they're wheeling him down. This is preparation. And Charlie's there in a doctor's outfit with a little clipboard that says, "Diagnosis, evil," with a sad demon face. And it says, "Prescription, love plus fun," with a happy face from Dr. Charlie. So they inject the poor demon in a wheelchair with a giant fucking needle. Like the needle the size of the guy's damn torso, and just inject him with strange pink liquid until it literally fills his head. And you see Charlie's demonic form for just a second, where her hair is completely untied. She has horns coming out of her head, because normally she doesn't have horns, but in her demonic form, horns come out of her head, and there was fire, and her eyes changed, I think, were like completely red.
There'll be no more fire and no more screams, just puppy dog kisses and cotton candy dreams and puffy wuffy clothes.
She's literally sitting on a cloud, and a puppy licked her nose, and she's got cotton candy in one hand as she hugs the puppy.
You're gonna be like,
and then tosses the puppy over off the cloud. And then there's the word "wow" in the shape of clouds in the sky. So bye, puppy.
wow! Once you check in with me.
Maggie's sitting in the background, be like, "Fuck my life."
So while you're counting porn addictions, being around for predictions, agent all in crucifixion, and right here, all you monsters, even crazy cannibals and crying babies, causing all this full of rabies.
Yeah, so you got to see her demonic form again with the horns, lots of fire, pentagrams. She shot herself into the sky, just surrounded by fire, being all dramatic and shit. Again, everyone's just kind of staring at her like, what even the fuck?
Wow! That was shit.
What in the 9 circles makes you think a single denizen of hell would give 2 shits about becoming a better person? You have no proof that this little experiment even works. You want people to be good just because?
Well, we have a patron already who believes in our cause, and he's shown incredible progress.
Oh, and who might that be?
Oh, just someone named Angel Dust.
The porn star?
You fucking would, Tom. In
Tom looks uncomfortable.
any case, that's not even an accomplishment. I'm sure you can get that hooker to do anything with enough booger sugar and lube.
She makes a jacking off motion.
Oh, I beg to differ. He's been behaved, clean, and out of trouble for 2 weeks now.
Breaking news!
She shoves Charlie off the table.
Receiving word that a new player has entered the ongoing turf war. Let's go to the live feed.
You see Angel step on one of the egg guys and throw a bomb at Serpentius.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, indeed. It looks like the one who just joined the battle is none other than porn actor Angel Dust. What a juicy coincidence. You must feel really stupid right now. Ratings!
Don't look at this!
Charlie tries to block the little clip showing on television, but she doesn't realize that it's actually just overlaying her, so she's not actually blocking it.
Well, it sure looks like your little project is dead on arrival. Tell us, how does it feel to be such a total failure?
Yeah, so Katie got real scary real fast, for she basically just became a silhouette with just demonic red glowing eyes, and that's all you see is just black silhouette, red glowing eyes.
Yeah, well, how does it feel that I got your pen, huh? Bitch!
Uh-oh.
Oops.
So, Katie Killjoy. So now she's back to the black silhouette. She has grown in size. She seems to have turned into a giant spider who's got 4 eyes now, and they're all just blood red and glowing, and yeah, she's fucking pissed.
Hey, thanks for the backup, Angie.
You kidding? This is the best action I've seen in ages.
He just casually caught throwing bombs in the background. It's like chuck them over his shoulder, basically, and they explode.
Where you been anyway? I thought you up and died or some shit.
Oh, I wish. I've been staying at this crappy hotel on the other side of town. Some broads are letting me stay rent-free if I play nice. You know, fights, pranks.
So, Angel has Tommy guns, and so he's shooting the egg boys with Tommy guns. And since he's got 4 arms, he can do anywhere from like 2 to 4 guns at one time.
Problematic language. Her words, not mine. These crazy bitches are no fun. Been clean for 2 weeks.
He's killing a whole bunch of egg guys.
Holy shit.
Well, sorta clean. As clean as you can get with a shitload of Bolivian marching powder.
Serpentius had wrapped Angel in a black chain and chucked him in the air and slammed him against the ground.
Oh, harder, Daddy. Son?
Yeah, Serpentius actually looks concerned. Like, what? You're my kid? Angel looks very confused. Cherry Bomb kicked the fuck out of him.
You whores have no class. In war, the side remembered is the side with the most style.
Or the side that ain't dead.
Speaking of style, is your hat, like, alive or something? Oh, well, that's none of your goddamn business. Now is it? Would that make your hat the top and you the bottom? I'm going to blow you to bits! Kinky. Oh, not like that, pervert!
So, one of the egg boys shows up and was gonna shoot Cherry Bomb with something, and Angel pushes her out of the way, thus him getting captured into the gun instead. Instead of, like, blowing it up, it shot out black arms. And now it's holding him still. Like, it's got all his 4 arms pinned.
Not so cocky now, are we? You know, you really gotta watch what comes out of your mouth. I've been making these sex jokes the whole time, and it's obvious you ain't catching on. I mean, it's just sad.
He grew another set. Apparently he's got 6 fucking arms. I thought he only had 4, but apparently he's got 6. Okay. So he grew another pair of arms and shot the fuck out of Serpentius.
So think you're gonna get in a lot of trouble for this?
What's one little brawl gonna cause?
Yeah, it's been pretty much what you expect that to be. There's a red flashing light, and Charlie and Katie Killjoy are just fucking murdering each other. Tom is on fire.
glad you haven't changed. You know you're my favorite guy to party with.
You know it, Sugar Tits.
You ready to finish this?
Born ready, baby.
See a white limo drive down the street. Charlie does not look happy. She's kind of in a somewhat fetal position, sitting on the seat, and Vaggie is staring at Angel as he's fucking with the window, just making the, that barrier between the driver and the back seat. He's fucking with that window, making it go up and down repeatedly, and Vaggie is just giving him the biggest death stare. And twitching. Her eyes twitching.
What?
What? What? What were you doing?
She rips out some of her own hair.
I owed my girl buddy a solid. Isn't that a redeeming quality? Helping friends with stuff?
Not with turf wars that result in territorial genocide.
You win some, you lose a few hundred. It wasn't that bad anyway.
I don't know what she threw at him, but apparently it broke the switch.
Oh, come on! I had to! My credibility was on the line. I mean, what kind of reputation would I have if people found out I was trying to go clean? It just throws out my entire persona.
He fondles his chest fluff, as if they were boobs.
Your credibility? What about the hotels? Your little stunt made us look like a fucking joke.
No, babe. Jokes are funny. I made you look, sad. And pathetic, like an orphan with no arms or legs. With progeria! Great!
Each one of those just makes Charlie look horrified.
Hey, now I'm bummed thinking about it. This thing have any liquor?
Can you please just try to take this seriously?
Fine, I'll try. Just don't get your taco in a twist, baby.
Was that you trying to be sexist or racist?
Whatever pisses you off more. Is there seriously no liquor in here?
I'm gonna kill him.
Too late, Toots. Wait! Would that make me double dead? Where exactly do I go? To double hell? Sorry, you're stuck with me, bitch. Get used to it.
Yeah, Vaggie has, she's got the one eye that's got an X on it because, she doesn't have that eye. But her other eye has an actual skull in it right now because she's so fucking pissed.
Listen, who cares?
And I looked up what she says in Spanish because every once in a while she'll say stuff in Spanish. And every single time she speaks Spanish, it apparently seems to come out to like, son of a bitch, basically, or something like that. So she's basically always like, whenever you hear her speak Spanish, she's calling someone a son of a bitch.
Some jagoffs got hurt. Most of them are ugly freaks. Look around. You got a bunch of fucking Harlequin babies down here.
You're one to talk.
Hey! This body is flawless. Everyone wants some of me, and I got the creepy fan letters to prove it.
So he whips out a disgusting fan letter, and it says, show me you, not your, show me you feet. And apparently it's from Brian, number one fanatic, I think is what that says, or fan critic. And it's got some kind of I'm not sure if I even wanted to know what that is. It kind of looks like a female version of Angel that this guy probably drew, like some fan art. And it's like a green naked guy with a dark green tongue and a brown haired mustache with yellow teeth. And it's got a knot sign, like the circle with the line across it. But for some reason, it also looks like a silhouette of Angel on his tattoo, so I'm not sure what that's about. And it looks like he's gonna lick the face of the female version of Angel, I guess. I guess it's fan art, I don't fucking know. But it's very creepy.
That was really uncool, Angel.
Uncool? After that train wreck, there is no way anyone is gonna want to stay at the hotel. All thanks to you and your selfish bullshit!
Does that mean I don't have a free room anymore?
She's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Ah, well, shucks.
Hey, come on. We don't know if things are over yet. Try to relax, Vaggie. It'll be okay.
Charlie puts her hand on Vaggie's shoulder and Vaggie smiles. They arrive at the Happy Hotel. So they open up the doors and there's like bright light behind them so that you see Angel and Vaggie in their silhouette. And for some reason they make them look really demonic because all you see is their like red eyes. Well, except for Angel because he's got the little purple circles or like pink circles underneath his eyes. You see those two. Sign says welcome that's hanging up. It's like half off. Angel walks over to a fridge that's not even standing up properly. It's kind of like leaning against the wall. Like it should fall over at any moment. He opens it up and takes out a box of popsicles. It's like half melted.
It's probably a good idea to get some actual food in this place. You know, to feed all the wayward souls you got in here.
Charlie looks very sad. Angel actually looks like he regrets saying that. Like he actually feels bad for saying that. He just kind of goes away. She's calling her mom.
Hey, Mom. I know I keep calling, and you must be busy. Really busy. But, the interview didn't go well, and I don't know if I'm going to make a difference.
She sits down and she kind of wraps her arms around her legs a little bit as she starts to cry.
I don't know what I'm doing. I could really use some advice, Mom. I think Dad was right about me. Well, anyway, I'll stop talking before this gets long. Love you. Bye.
She goes back inside and she wipes her tears. She kind of bangs her head a little bit against the... Like, she bangs her head kind of like defeated against the door. Her eyes shoot open as someone knocks on the door. So it's Alistair, the guy from who was watching the show before, and he's wearing a red suit. He's got bright, not bright yellow teeth, but he's got basically yellow spiked teeth. Like most of the demons have spiked yellow teeth. Charlie does not. Even her dad's got the spiked yellow teeth. Like Lucifer's got spiked teeth. But Charlie's teeth are more like a vampire's teeth, where she's got straight white teeth, but she's got really, really pronounced canines, just like a vampire. But Alistair, he's wearing a red suit with, like a dark red suit with red stripes. He's got kind of like a bow tie kind of thing going on. And he has a staff, and it's basically a microphone staff. So he's got a very thin black staff with a like a red microphone kind of at the top of it, and he's got short red and black hair, so like by his head is red and then kind of near the ends it's black, and he's got a red monocle over kind of like a semi small red monocle compared to his eye size by his right eye, and you see her just kind of look up at him, see what the fuck's going on, and he opens up his eyes and they're glowing red, and his hair supposedly, I'll explain that in a second, but so like his hair also shoots up as well, so it hangs down like normal hair, but then he also has hair at the top that shoots up basically like fuzzy ears, and so it's the same thing where it's like red kind of near his skull, but then near the ends it turns black. And so a little bit of background on this, because everyone thought this hair at the top of his head that's sticking straight up was ears. Apparently it was just his hairstyle. And I'm like, no one from the fucking 1920s or any time is going to have this weird fucking hairstyle. And because it looks like ears, because Alistair is gonna also have like at the moment tiny little deer antlers on his head, like little black deer antlers. They're very small right now, but they'll grow later. But because he's, I guess, a demonic deer of some kind or something like that, everyone thought the hair sticking up was ears. So Vivzie, who's the creator of the show, after everyone being like, nah, fam, that is definitely ears. What the fuck are you smoking? So she changed the canon to where the hair that actually sticks up is not just his hairstyle, is actually his ears now. Just a little background on that.
Help!
She slams the door in his face.
Oh.
Hey,
And slams
Vaggie.
the door in his face again.
What?
The radio demon.
She, as Charlie's speaking, she indicates, like, puts a big smile on her face, and she points to the edges of her face, like, way too big of a smile.
Is at the door.
What?
Who?
What should I do?
Well, don't let him in.
She looks pensively at the door
May I
and resolutely opens it.
speak now?
You may.
Alistair, pleasure to be meeting you, sweetheart. Quite a pleasure. Excuse my sudden
He went to go extend his hand to shake her hand, but then she didn't take it, so he just kind of grabbed her by the wrist and let himself in.
visit, but I saw your fiasco on the picture show, and I just couldn't resist. What a performance! Why, I haven't been that entertained since the stock market crash of 1929. So many orphans.
Yeah, Vaggie's not happy about that. She ran over with I didn't know this when I first saw this, but apparently the spear that she's shoving in Alistair's face is angelic. So she's got like an angelic weapon of some kind.
Right there. Cabrón, hijo de perra.
Yeah, she basically called him a son of a bitch. And he's just sitting there smiling. Oh yeah, that's the thing with Alistair, is he is always smiling. Like, not just like little smile. No, Joker type smile. He's got a massive fucking smile, and he will always have a massive fucking smile.
Know your game. And I'm not gonna let you hurt anyone here, you pompous, cheesy talk show shitlord.
Dear, if I wanted to hurt anyone here.
He just kind of casually pushes her spear aside with a finger. Like, he doesn't even give a shit about it. He's not threatened by that thing at all.
I would have done so already.
So Alistair engages in voodoo magic, and so what he does is when he kind of like engages his power a bit, his face changes to where his eyes become radio dials, and he kind of tilts his head to the right side, and the screen freaks the fuck out, where it's like glitchy and the colors are all off, and you'll see voodoo symbols and stuff in the background, and so that's just him basically flexing his power.
No, I'm here because I want to help.
Say what now?
Help! Hello? Is this thing on? Testing? Testing!
He taps his microphone, and the microphone grows an eyeball.
Well, I heard you loud and clear.
You want to help with...
So the way Alistair likes to get around is he likes to move as a shadow. And so he'll just kind of melt into a shadow, move where he needs to go, and then just kind of reappear. So the shadow will like form into a person again. So that's basically what he did. So he was standing in front of them, being all cocky, and then he turned into a shadow for a second, moved behind them, and now he's just kind of like patting them on the back.
This ridiculous thing you're trying to do. This hotel. I want to help you run it.
But... why?
Why does anyone do anything? Sheer, absolute boredom. I've lacked inspiration for decades. My work became mundane.
So Alistair is resting his arm on Vaggie's head. Like, he's basically using Vaggie as an armrest. And Vaggie is not having any of it.
Lacking focus. Aimless.
He shoves her to the ground.
I've come to crave a new form of entertainment. Ha ha
Does getting into a fistfight with a reporter count as entertainment?
ha! It's the purest kind, my dear. Reality, true passion. After all, the world is a stage, and the stage is a world of entertainment.
So, does this mean that you think it's possible to rehabilitate it?
So I'm gonna try and see certain things in the background. They can be hard for me to see, so I may not catch all of it. But there's a picture, like a portrait of, says Dampnare, I think is what that says. Dampnare, I think is what that says. And it's very, very pretty. And it's got a woman, and she's wearing a very long green dress, extremely long blonde hair. I think that's Lilith. And she's got flowers that are kind of extending from her waist, kind of around her hips, and probably about to her knees or so around the green dress. And she's got long, kind of like pink, elegant horns. Yeah, I think that's Lilith, but it's a very nice picture.
A demon?
Of course not! That's wacky nonsense! Redemption, oh, the non-existent humanity! No. I don't think there's anything left that could save such loathsome sinners.
Yeah, Angel and Vaggie did not really appreciate that comment.
Chance given was the life they lived before. The punishment is this. There is no undoing what is done.
So then, why do you want to help me if you don't believe in my cause?
Consider it an investment in ongoing entertainment for myself. I want to watch the scum of the
twirls her around.
World struggle to climb up the hill of betterment, only to repeatedly trip and tumble down to the fiery pit of failure.
Right.
Yeah, she's like, don't fucking touch me.
Yes, indeedy. I see big things coming your way.
Kind of drags her off.
Who better to help you than
What's the deal with Smiles over there?
Wait, you've never heard of him before? You've been here longer than me.
He shrugs.
The radio demon, one of the most powerful beings hell has ever seen.
Not big on politics.
Ugh. Decades ago, Alistair manifested in hell, seemingly overnight. He began to topple overlords who had been dominant for centuries. That kind of raw power had never been harnessed by a mortal soul before. Then, he broadcast his carnage all throughout hell.
You see, Alistair, basically they're showing different pictures of Alistair. But one thing that I noticed was he also, I guess, has little minions that are also in his power. I've never actually noticed that before. So, not only is he just there to look scary, he's also got, like, little minions that apparently do stuff.
Just so everyone could witness his ability. Sinners started calling him the Radio Demon. As lazy as that is. Many have speculated what unimaginable force enabled him to rise.
You see a picture of a bunch of the different overlords. So you've got Alistair in the front, you've got Rosie behind him off to his left. You'll meet Rosie later. Another of the overlords, I've seen him before, I don't really know who he is, but he's got like a skull head with what looks like to be blue fire surrounding his skull head, and some kind of horn-ish antler things that are there as well.
Our world's most ancient and destructive.
We've also got Vox that's in the background, and a couple of other overlords that I don't actually recognize. A couple of them look bird-like, and I think you've got maybe that dinosaur lady in the background as well.
Evils. But one thing's for sure. He's an unpredictable source of danger, a wicked spirit of mystery, and a violent monster of chaos, the likes of which we can't risk getting involved with unless we want to end up erased.
You done? He looks like a strawberry pimp.
Well, I don't trust him.
To be fair, do you trust any man? Any men? Men?
Charlie, listen to me. You can't believe this creep. He isn't just a happy face. He's a deal maker. Pure evil. He can't be redeemed. And is most likely looking for a way to destroy everything we're trying to do.
We don't know that. Look, I know he's bad, and I know he probably doesn't want to change. But the whole point of this is to give people a chance.
Alistair's looking at one of the portraits of the family. So he's just smiling there. Of course, he's going to always be smiling. Looking at the picture of Lilith and Charlie and Lucifer. This is like the first real time we got to see any of these characters. Like Lilith and Lucifer. And so they're just smiling there in the portrait. Again, Lilith has just golden hair, basically, all the way down to her feet. extremely long. She's wearing kind of like a simple purple dress, but very elegant purple dress. She's got a pearl necklace. She, like, some of the people that we'll see kind of later have extremely long eyelashes for whatever reason. Like, yeah, the longest eyelashes ever. And she's also got black lipstick. Then you see Charlie in this kind of a modest, simple dress. It's kind of like a dark red with some white frill shirt. You've got Lucifer, who basically just kind of looks like a guy who leads a circus or a band. Like, he's got a very long white trench coat with some like golden buttons that are kind of tied together with like a little rope or something. He's got a red shirt with white stripes underneath it. He's got a little red bow tie. He's got a huge wide brimmed hat with a little snake wrapped around it and an apple, because, of course. And he's just sitting there smiling. And he also has a long cane, kind of like Alistair's got a long black cane. He has a long black cane, but his has a little apple on top of it.
Chance. Have faith. Things will be better. How can I turn someone away? I can't. It goes against everything I'm trying to do. Everything I believe in. Just trust me. I can take care of myself.
Charlie, whatever you do not make a deal with
You
him.
basically see a very close-up of Alistair's hand, looking very menacing for it just being his hand, but he's got very pointed, like, basically claws. So, yeah, he's got a very menacing hand. But a lot of people in hell seem to have these, like, clawed-like menacing hands.
Don't worry. I picked up one thing from my dad. You don't take shit from other demons. Okay, so now, you're sketchy as fuck, and you clearly see what I'm trying to do here as a
Charlie turns away from him for a second, and he seems to kind of get a little annoyed with her. And so he turns a little bit red around his eyes, and little voodoo symbols, and I believe these are actual voodoo symbols, are appearing behind him for just a second. But when she turns back to him, they're gone.
joke. But I don't. I think everyone deserves a chance to prove they can be better, so I'm taking your offer to help. On the condition that there be no trickster voodoo strings
He
attached.
rolls his eyes. He doesn't give a shit.
So it's a deal then?
Alistair extends his hand, and out of his hand comes this really bright green light. And from what I've seen to come from Alistair, like, anytime there's green light involved, it's usually his voodoo magic of some kind. And so just him offering to make a deal just created this huge bright light and all this wind, essentially. So, it's the most powerful fucking handshake ever. Maggie and Angel, who are a few feet away, are having to brace themselves from the force of the wind coming out of this guy's fucking hand. Yeah, she's like, nope. She shut that shit down real fast.
No shaking, no deals.
He doesn't even look offended. He just doesn't even care. He's like, okay.
As Princess of Hell and heir to the throne, I hereby order that you help with this hotel for as long as you desire.
He stands there with his arms behind his back, and he had basically adjusted his hair slightly, probably from all the wind.
Sound fair?
Fair enough.
Cool beans.
He has a mischievous grin and look in his eyes as he glances towards Vaggie. He's going to kind of tickle underneath her chin. It's going to piss her off.
Smile, my dear. You know you're never fully dressed without one. So where is your hotel staff?
Charlie indicates towards Vaggie.
Oh, you're going to need more than that. And what can you do, my effeminate fellow?
I can suck your dick.
Ha! No.
Your loss.
Well, this just won't do. I suppose I can cash in a few favors to liven things up.
He waves his hand and a giant fireball emits from the fireplace, and a little black figure falls in the fireplace, in the fire, but apparently it's fine. It's completely coated in black soot. picks it up and a giant orange eyeball opens. Again, it's like another Cyclops, kind of like Cherry Bomb. She's got a giant fucking eyeball. And the soot comes off, and you see that it's, I think, a girl from the 60s, if I remember correctly. I may be completely wrong on that. But she's got, like, a hot pink skirt with a little poodle insignia on it, I guess. Some little yellow dots on there. She's got a white shirt. She's got a little, like, kind of really dark pink scarf. And her hair is a hot pink and kind of like hot yellowish. And she's just adorable. And she's also like 1.5 feet tall. I mean, she's pretty damn tiny. Maybe 2 feet. She might be 2 feet tall. But she's fucking tiny.
This little darling is nifty.
Hi, I'm Nifty.
And something that people noticed, I didn't really notice this before, was on her white shirt, she also has pink dots on there, but they're kind of like, they kind of look like they're blood splatters. So she kind of has like pink blood splatter designs on her shirt.
It's nice to meet you. It's been a while since I've made new
She looks
friends.
absolutely insane.
Why are you all women? How many men here? I'm sorry, that's
Maggie
rude.
points her holy spear at Nifty.
Oh man, this place is filthy. It really needs a lady's touch, which is weird because you're all ladies, no offense.
Angel did not like that comment.
Gosh, this is awful. Nope.
She's going around cleaning up all the cobwebs and tidying things up like mad speed.
No.
Picking up a dead bug of some kind with a needle.
Freedom and wheat, boys.
So this is Husker, or Husk, I don't know. They call him Husker and Husks. I don't really fucking know. But he's basically like a bipedal cat. And so, from what happens in Hell is apparently everyone has one thing that they hate about themselves. So I guess Husker hated cats. So because Hell's an asshole, it made him into a cat. And so he's got basically black fur. He's got kind of like a white face. And he's got little hearts above his eyebrows. He also has big feathered wings, but they're red. And they also have black stripes across them. And they also have card symbols like spades and diamonds and hearts and stuff. And clubs. And so that's decorated across his wings as well. And he has kind of like yellow eyes. Like, it's kind of hard to describe his eyes. But they're like, where it would normally be white in your eye, there's kind of like a brown. And then his iris would be sort of a dull yellow. And his eyebrows are fucking massive. Like, his actual eyebrows. They are huge. Like, they could almost have a wingspan, and they're red. He's also wearing a top hat, like a black top hat with a red ribbon on it. And he's got, pointed teeth like everyone has, and his are yellow. He's also got a red bow tie. So, Alistair used his power, so the screen freaked the frick out. And so it, like, got red and bloody. There's what looks like to be a spinal cord on the screen. There's voodoo heads and shit. Just, like, weird random shit on the screen as it teleported him to the hotel.
Hell? What the fuck is this?
He points at Alistair.
Ah, Husker, my good friend. Glad you could make it.
Don't you Husker me, you son of a bitch. I was about to win the whole damn...
It shows that he was about to win a fuck ton of money. Like, just piles and piles of money on the table.
Ah, good to see you too.
What the hell do you want with me this time?
My friend, I am doing some charity work, so I took it upon myself to volunteer your services. I hope that's okay.
Are you shitting me?
No, I don't think so.
You thought it would be some kind of big fucking riot just to pull me out of nowhere? You think I'm some kind of fucking clown?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's an asshole right there, I'm sure.
I ain't doing no fucking charity job.
Well, I figured you would be the perfect face to man the
Husker. Gives him a little affectionate squeeze.
front desk of this fine
So
establishment.
he apparently created a part of the hotel, and it's got, bet let's see, Bet Your Soul, Welcome, Big Booze, and it's got some skulls at the top with some massive like deer horns, and it's got basically the club, the heart, and a spade. And yeah, he basically just poofed in a bar. Just there you go. Here's some voodoo bar.
With your charming smile and welcoming
smile on Husker's face with his fingers.
energy, this job was made for you.
Face.
Don't worry, my friend. I can make this more welcoming, if you wish.
With a wave of his hand, Alistair just creates a bottle that literally says cheap booze on it.
What? You think you can buy me with a wink and some cheap booze? Well, you can!
Husker takes the booze and just starts chugging it.
Hey! No bar, no alcohol. This is supposed to be a place that discourages sin. Not some kind of mouth brothel man cave.
Shut up!
Angel just straight up fucking tackles her to the ground.
We are keeping this. Hey.
Go fuck yourself.
Only if you watch me.
Yeah, he is not. Husker does not like Angel touching him or anything like that.
Oh my gosh! Welcome to the Happy Hotel! You are going to love it here!
I lost the ability to love years ago.
So, what do you think?
This is amazing!
It's okay.
This is going to be very
He
entertaining.
brings him in for a little group hug. He just is cynical and kind of opens up his hand, and a little bit of fire appears above his hand with some, I assume, voodoo symbols or maybe some kind of like hellish symbols. And he's going to shove Vaggie just right off screen. And there it is.
You have a dream.
His outfit also changes to be, I guess, a more 1960s suit. He's also going to change Charlie's outfit from the just like white shirt and black pants, simple outfit that she's wearing right now, to more of a 1920s, like black shirt with a skirt and a little. She's gonna like literally shorten her hair to be like around her ears or so, and then give her like a little hat. Shit, like he just straight up changes her whole outfit and even her hair.
You wish to tell, and it's just laughable, but hey kid, what the hell?
He chucks her into the air, and a symbol of 2 apples appear, and then a skull appears in the background.
You're one of a kind, a charming demon belle. Now let's give these burning fools a place
He
to
also
play.
changed Angel's and Vaggie's outfit, and Nifty's outfit as well. So again, they're all kind of in the style of, I guess, 1920s. I don't think he changed anything on Husker, because Husker doesn't tolerate any of that shit, I guess.
Take it, boys!
So, some apparitions, like, he snaps his fingers, and some black apparitions, like, they have stitches and stuff on themselves. They kind of look like voodoo dolls. They just appeared out of nowhere, and now they're gonna play some music. So, Vaggie, because Charlie was jamming to the song, and Vaggie was about to be like, hey, hun, I've got some concerns about this. And so Alistair had one of his voodoo apparitions take all 4 of the other people. So you got Husk, Angel, Vaggie, and even Nifty. And the apparitions are going to appear around them like, don't you fucking interrupt my song.
Inside of every demon is a lost cause, but we'll dress them up for now with just a...
So he walked over to Vaggie, and he had placed like a big hat with a giant feather on her head, as well as like a dead, I don't know, mink or whatever, just like spawned a mink around her that slapped her on the ass. And Vaggie is super pissed about it, as you would imagine, and she's gonna throw the hat and the mink on the ground. Alistair kicks a skull that's just chilling on the ground.
With some old redemption flair and...
Nifty apparently liked that skull and just ran right over into it and just ran off with it.
These simpletons some proper class and style.
So Alistair walks over to the, I think that was the fireplace, and just spawns some more voodoo shadows, but one of these is his voodoo shadow, and he just kind of like, waves at it, and they kind of look like they're buddies, and then it disappears.
Oh, here level on the ground. I'm sure your plan
He
is
pinches
sound.
Charlie's cheeks as he dances around with her.
They'll spend a little time down at this Hazbin Hotel.
And the wall blows up, and the door flies into Nifty and knocks her the fuck out. They look through the window to see Sir Pentius's flying contraption. I mean, it's all cracked and shit from their fight, but yeah, it's Sir Pentius.
Well, well, well. Look who it is harboring the striped freak. We meet yet again, Alistair.
Do I know you?
Oh, yes, you
Yeah,
do.
Sir Pentius is like, wait, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, of course you do. So his Cobra hood was not very happy about that.
And this time I have the element of surprise!
A massive ray gun appears from underneath his ship and just... I mean, the ray gun is basically almost bigger than Alistair is tall. So, I mean, it's a massive fucking ray gun right in his face, and it's charging up. Alistair snaps his fingers, and a bunch of black tentacles come out of the ground and destroy the shit out of Sir Pentius's contraption. Oh yeah, it's gonna throw him around too, so he's gonna get smacked around by these tentacles. His poor eggs are getting smashed. He's being constructed, which is kind of ironic for a snake. Black tentacles surround the contraption. There's like black ghost looking things, like demonic ghost things flying around the tentacles. And Alistair is going to close his fist, and it's going to just constrict the contraption and just make it explode. This is actually static for his eyes. You also see red glowing voodoo symbols in the background as well. Alistair has the most fucking horrific demonic smile going on right now. Like, I know he's always smiling, but you can tell when he's got these, like, little snarls. When he smiles, just super fucking evil. Yeah, his just completely covered in red light. And yeah, his smile, that's a genuinely, I enjoyed that smile. And everyone else is looking at like, what the fuck is even that power?
Well, I'm starved. Who wants some jambalaya? My mother once showed me a wonderful recipe for jambalaya. In fact, it nearly killed her. You could say the kick was right out of hell.
Yeah, Alistair's walking towards the hotel, and everyone just kind of has to... Nitsy's super happy. She's just, like, darting around him like a little puppy. And Angel and them are just kind of have to shrug it off and are like, well, I mean, he protected the hotel, so, I mean, what are we going to do? And so... as he walks into the hotel, he's going to zap the sign, because the sign says Happy Hotel, and he's going to change it to say Hazbin Hotel.
Oh, I'm on a roll. Yes, sir, this is the start of some real changes down here. The game is set. Now, stay tuned.
Alright, so that is the pilot. So again, this was from the YouTube channel, and then the rest are on Amazon. But the audio descriptions for that are basically non-existent. And I can't really blame them for that, because this show moves so fast. So there'd be no way that they could describe everything in the amount of time that it takes. So, but yeah. So that was the pilot. So, yay!